Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here with a third episode of the Imagination Blanket. I know it's been a little while. I know, I'm sorry. But I am here with your project card and it will be uploaded on my blog so that you can download this cutie for your imagination blanket or another embroidery project. So this time around, it is folk art mushrooms. So I've been really inspired this year by mushrooms. I've been doing a lot of mushroom hunting, a lot of foraging, finding a lot of edible mushrooms, finding a lot of weird mushrooms that I have never seen before. It's been a good couple of years for mushrooms, to be honest. So this is the drawing that I came up with, and I did it when I was on vacation in a beautiful part of Quebec that my family vacations at. Usually every year we try to get up that way, and it's an amazing place to go mushroom hunting, actually. It has a very biodiverse ecosystem and lots of different trees. So you find lots of different mushrooms because there's lots of different trees. So in the traditional kind of folk art style, which has also been super inspiring me this year, I'm actually working right now. These are the pages for a folk art journal that I'm working on. So I found an antique book from the Pennsylvania, the German Folk Art Society, and I found it in Mennonite country, not too far from where I live, because they're, that's they're German, and yeah, it was a really inspiring book. So that being said, this is your outline that you can transfer with an embroidery transfer pen like this one from, nope, that's not the one. It's around here somewhere. Anyways, Sublime Stitching carries them. They're like an iron transfer pen, so you can draw on top of the pattern and iron it onto your piece. Or you can use like one of those backlit tablet style lights, and you can just project the image onto your piece and trace it on. So this is what I translated it into, the Folk Art Mushrooms project card. So this is your outline. This is kind of your color guide. You don't have to follow it exactly, but this is what I did. These are the general colors that I used. Then I've put here all of the DMC floss colors that I used for my piece. So that is your project card, which I will, I've put together a 2-page document in a PDF that has this and this and this. So you can trace it, you get your color guide, and you get your project card for printing. I'll show you the finished piece, and I'll go through some of the progress on where we are with the imagination blanket. So here's the finished piece. Didn't it turn out so sweet? I'm so happy with it. This is maybe my favorite one, I think. So I'm going to release it from its captor here, get it out of the hoop, and then I'll kind of move the blanket around so that you can take a look at what I've completed here so far. Okay, so there it is. And we've got, this was the last time we did one of these, our fishtail. And there's our original Mr. Sun that I did as the first project. If you remember, this was a little teddy bear from my son's overalls. It's a little denim teddy bear, so that's stitched on. And then I did a little lotus flower in my wedding colors, just in little French knots one day. And then I've done a Nathalilette Owl here. This was a Sublime Stitching collaboration. Recently, I've also done this. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. But this little patch of this aqua colored fabric and this piece of embroidery came off of a vintage dress. I embroidered this myself onto a vintage dress for my daughter, which she then grew out of, but I loved it so much that I didn't want to say goodbye to it. So I cut just a kind of raggedy piece. I just decided to do it freeform, and then I did like a patch stitch all the way around it, just kind of like a looped, patch stitch around, and then I slow stitched across it in white to just kind of to give it a nice feel. It was a really relaxing, nice thing to do, and I'm so happy with how it looks on the blanket. So that's where we are with our imagination blanket. If you are going to stitch an imagination blanket with me, just use the hashtag imaginationblanket and tag me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you are, Facebook, whatever. I'd love to see what you're stitching, and hopefully you could follow along with me. I would love that. So I don't know what I'm going to stitch on here next. I'm going to start working pretty soon on the next pattern for this. I'm thinking about like maybe trying to get something out before the end of fall, like another fall inspired kind of piece. Yeah, so I will work away on that and hopefully have an update sooner than the little gap between summer and fall that I had. I've been working on so many other things, I guess, but you can check this out in the description box below. I'm going to link to my blog where you will be able to download the free project and also take a look at my blog to see all of the past posts. So if you just want to jump into this project now, you absolutely can. We're not that far along. I've only done 3. On the blog, I talk about what I'm using for the blanket. It's actually an IKEA duvet cover. I'm doing a king size one because that's the size of my bed, and I like to challenge myself to have a project to do for the rest of my life. So that being said, that's all noted there, as well as the past patterns. You can still download the other 2 patterns, the project cards, and yeah, get kind of an idea of the concept for this, that it's like an heirloom blanket. You'll learn a little bit more about how I've been inspired to do this and the different projects, and I would love to hear from you. So if you're going to take part, leave me a little comment and check out the blog, and the description box below is the first place to start to just kind of get you to the next step. So thank you so much for watching this quick little video, and I hope you are having a lovely fall. Bye for now.